Matrix Concepts Holdings Berhad Matrix was listed on the main market of Bursa Malaysia Security Berhad on 28 May 2013. The next year, Matrix joined the H Billion Ringgit Group. The group, headed by skilled and seasoned information systems and led by a diverse manager, has effectively grown as one of Malaysia's leading companies. This is the board of directors of the Matrix Concepts Holdings Berhad. Datuk Haji Muhammad Haslah bin Muhammad Amin as chairman of the business, Datuk Lee Tian Hock as founder and group executive deputy chairman, and other members. The shareholders of this company are Tian Hock Lee, 12.1%, Shining Term Sdn Berhad, 12.7%, and Employees Provident Fund, 10%. The core business operation consists of 4 foundations of power, namely property development, construction, education, and hospitality. In fiscal year 2020, the land production division of Matrix contributed 96.9% of company sales. Matrix achieved 22.8% increase in sales year-on-year, with top-level results hitting 1.28 billion ringgit on the basis of greater contributions from all company units.
Proceed with the second company, which is UMW company. So basically, UMW Groups began in 1917 as an auto repair shop in Rickard Road, Singapore. Okay, so the business which was known as the United Motor Works. Okay, so for now, the group of UMW has succeeded in Malaysia and other international shorelines, which is in Singapore, China, Vietnam, Myanmar, and others. The UMW group has a 10 board of directors. Okay, so the chairman of the group is Tan Sri Datuk Sri Hamad Kamapia bin Che Uthman. Okay, and others we have Datuk Ahmad Fuad Muhammad Kenali as the president and group chief, and after that we have Tan Sri Hasma Abdullah, senior independent non-executive director, and others. So for the shareholders, the biggest shareholders in UMW Group is Pemudalan Nasional Berhad as 43.9%. So the smallest shareholders in UMW Group is a Principal Asset Management Berhad by 0.52%. So for the UMW businesses, we have automotive, we have equipment, and lastly we have manufacturing and engineering. For the UMW financial performance, UMW Holdings Berhad Group registered profit after tax and minority interest (PATAMI) of RM 101.3 million in the third quarter ended 30 September 2020. In line with the increase in revenue, the group reported a profit before taxation (PBT) of RM 159.5 million in the current quarter, compared with the loss before taxation (LBT) of RM 55.5 million in the preceding quarter.
Next is Axiata Group Berhad. Axiata Group Berhad is a Malaysia-based telecommunication company. The group has controlling interest in 6 mobile operators under the brand names of Celcom in Malaysia, XL in Indonesia, Dialog in Sri Lanka, Robi in Bangladesh, Smart in Cambodia, and Ncell in Nepal. The company was incorporated on 12 June 1992 and was listed on the main board of Bursa Securities Berhad in 2008. Axiata have 10 board of directors, which top 2 of them are Muhammad Izzadin bin Idris as President, Group CEO, MD, and Executive Directors, while Ghazali Abdul Khalik conquers the position of Chairman. For shareholders, Khazanah Nasional Berhad has dominated with 36.8% and has been followed by EPF with 17.2% and others. And Axiata Triple Core approach are digital telco, digital businesses, and also infrastructure. For financial performance, unfortunately, COVID-19 pandemic impacts Axiata's existed in the first half of the financial year ended 31 December 2020 due to lockdown steps around the market of the operating companies. So, the group's primary focus in 2020 is to save revenue via disciplined management of costs during this difficult time, while also planning a contingency fund for opportunities in the new norms.
The first listed independent oil and gas exploration and manufacturing company in Malaysia is Hibiscus Petroleum Berhad. The main activities are focused on delivering oil field value and expanding their development and production asset portfolio in areas of their geographical focus based on Malaysia, the United Kingdom and Australia. As an offshore oil and gas producing field operator, the activities focus on safely improving operating efficiencies in order to generate high margin output from our properties. Hibiscus Petroleum Berhad has 10 board of directors. So first, Zain Rahim bin Muhammad Zain, non-independent, non-executive chairman. Dr. Kenneth Gerard Pereira, Managing Director. Datuk Sri Rosham Arumugan, Independent Non-Executive Director, and others. So next, for the shareholders, the highest shareholders was Polo Resources Limited with 8.06%, and the fewer shareholder is Chin Salim with 0.82%. The financial result of the company over the last 5 years, they announced a loss after taxation of RM 49.3 million for year 2020, largely due to the identification of non-cash impairment totaling RM 196.3 million in oil and gas assets. They managed to produce good earnings before interest taxes. This depreciation and amortization EBITDA of RM 213.3 million while reporting a LAT. They are generally pleased with the result given the challenging market condition.
And the last company is Petronas Chemical Group Berhad, or PCG. And the company operates as an investment holding company and specializing in the manufacturing, marketing and selling of a diversified range of chemical products. Listed on 26 November 2010, PCG have a market capitalization of 58.8 billion as 31st December 2019. Positioning them among the top 5 on Bursa Malaysia. The company established more than 30 years ago and become one of the largest integrated chemical producer in Southeast Asia. PCG has 10 board of directors. First is Muhammad Arif bin Muhammad as chairman and Sazali bin Alias as CEO, MD and non-independent executive of PCG and others. Next is the shareholder of PCG. The highest shareholder is the Malaysian government by 64.4% and the lowest shareholder is East Spring Investment Limited by 0.50%. And last, for the financial performance of PCG net profit for the second quarter ended June 30, 2020 fell 63% quarter on quarter to 186 million from 106 million. Revenue was lower at 3.18 billion versus 3.89 billion in the preceding quarter.